Hey everybody, and welcome back to some more Oxygen Not Included. We're back here in the Sneezing Pit. What a wonderful name. And we've got a couple of issues that we need to take care of. First things first, you may notice that we are currently in the midst of a food shortage. We've got 0 kilocalories in the top left here, and also we kind of have a problem with duplicates not having enough stuff to do. I think one of the reasons for that is that we currently do not have any research selected, and so I'm just going to go ahead and select automated control. I don't think we necessarily need that right away, but having it isn't going to hurt us at all. And I was really hoping that having 10 of these farming tiles was going to be enough to supply our duplicates with food for the near future. Unfortunately, that seems to not be the case. And so what I'm going to do here at the start of today's episode is probably go ahead and clear out this space up here. That's going to give us the added benefit of getting quite a bit of algae, whilst also freeing up some more space to put down some more farm tiles to make room for some more food, which is always nice to have. And then later on in today's episode, I would like to start working on trying to hopefully successfully clear out, or sort out at least, and organize these 2 big bodies of water. What I'm thinking with this is, I'm thinking that if we were to continue with the pattern that we've got going on here, you know, we have 4 tiles, and then a floor and a ceiling, and then 4 space, and we have our floors that are 4 tiles tall. And so what we would have here is 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a floor would go here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a floor would go here. And so what I'm thinking of doing is just not having this floor, and instead building in a big old kind of vat almost that looks something like this, if I can grab the tile tool, and goes all the way around like so, and just encases, hopefully, all of our water, so we can have it all in one centralized location, in one big tank, and then we can start to build down and around. Because right now, it looks horrible for one, but also it's kind of stopping us from building on the sides, and it's kind of hindering us building in the bottom here. So I'm hoping to get that done, but before we start working on cosmetic stuff and trying to fix things that are kind of already fixed, I would first of all like to cancel that, but also work on getting this area up here cleared, and also getting our food situation under control. So whilst they work on digging that out, I think we can actually also go ahead and turn this off. Yeah, I don't know if there's like a downside to having this on apart from the noise that it makes. I'm going to go ahead and reject it all here. Even if we've got some stellar candidates, I think for now 5 duplicates is more than enough. And so over here, what I was thinking about between episodes is I don't think that these farm tiles need all of this space. Like I said, all of our floors are 4 tiles tall. And although I do quite like having the symmetry, and I like having all of our tiles and all of our floors spaced out accordingly, what I think we can probably do over here is, if we go over to food and farm tiles, I think we can put farm tiles like right here, and then again like right here, and that will have the same effect, but we'll be able to squeeze in even more tiles and even more mealwood seeds to get even more food, and then hopefully as well get rid of like this area over here and reuse this for something a little bit more important. Because right now this is an area that's fine, and it's an area that's well decorated, but it's an area that they don't visit all that often, and therefore could be used for something that's a bit more vital to us in the near future. And so I think this is going to work out better. It's going to kind of ruin my evenness on this side here. I really wish that everything was in line, but I think not having things in line just so they look nice might not be the best idea going forward. And so we'll dig these out. I might go ahead and throw down a couple more sculptures maybe. Like I might put a tile right here potentially, and then also, yeah, I'll do like this, and then we'll go over to furniture, statue, and we'll put one not there, and then we'll put one here and here. Nice. Okay, so that's good. No research task is selected. Let's have a look here. So I'm not quite sure what we use the rock granulator for. It produces sand from raw minerals. Ineffectively produces refined metals from metal ore. I think at some point in the future, we are going to have to start using like refined copper. I did notice that over here we have some iron ore, and I think we do have to get like refined iron, and I think there's even gold around somewhere. I don't know if we have any too nearby, but I'm pretty sure there is gold in the game. And I'm just assuming that there are certain things you can't build with ore. You have to craft them up into ingots first. And so I'm assuming that's what that's for. But for the time being, let's have a look here. Let us go for probably medical research. We don't really need it too much, but then again, I don't think there's any research that we desperately need right now. And so just kind of getting research done in general should work out just fine. Let's go ahead and copy you and then paste those settings to all of these. I'm not quite sure how many mealwood seeds we have in storage. Seeds 25, are they all mealwood? We've got 15 spare mealwood seeds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we got more than enough. And like I said, I'm probably going to dismantle these ones over here as well. In fact, I'll go ahead and take down these sculptures right away here. And then, yeah, we'll get rid of these as well and replace those with normal tiles. And I'm not quite sure, again, what I'm going to put in this room just yet. I would like to, at some point fairly soon, get a med bay set up as well as a mess hall. Both of those are something that I would like to have. I don't think we're in desperate need of either of them, but they would be nice just to have the stress relief and just to have the quarantine bonus if somebody does get sick. And as we kind of expand out slowly but surely towards the slime lung, if we show the germ overlay here, you'll notice that all of the slime kind of around us does have slime lung. And so as we slowly expand out, there is obviously the greater chance that we're going to kind of eventually hit that slime lung and someone will get infected, at which point it will be nice to have a med bay ready for them to go to. But for now, let's go ahead and throw down some more tiles and let us see, first of all, about finishing this up here. Can I get this done at like a priority 7 real quick? And actually, I would like all of these tiles to be, do I want them to be priority 7? Yeah, I think I do for now, at least. I think I want food to be quite a high priority. We have managed to skyrocket up to 17,000 kilocalories, which is nice. And it makes me feel like we probably don't need this many mealwood seeds. But you know what? I don't think it hurts us to have them. I think they can get up to here, I believe. Can they jump that? They might not be able to jump that, actually. I might have to do I was going to say temporarily, but I might have to do permanently. Can they get to these? They might not be able to get to those either, which could be a problem. And so I think what I'm going to have to do is, can they do this? I think they can do that, potentially. As awkward as it looks, I think that doing this and then also doing this should allow them to get over. Although, I don't know, can they harvest from the bottom of these tiles? I don't think they can. This is going to allow them to get up here, I think. Let's quickly copy the settings here and then paste that to all the ones that have not been pasted to. And I think they should be able to get this done. Yeah, I think they should be able to access everything here. That should be fine. So what I think I'm going to have to do down here is, first of all, prioritize these guys. These ones need to be built before we do any water moving, because the last thing that we want is our water kind of flowing down and ending up on the bottom level here like we've had before. We are kind of getting to the point where we can almost see the end for this little puddle of water as they keep taking water out using the pitcher pump and taking it to other locations. Eventually, we should be able to sweep that up and kind of just get rid of it entirely. But before they do that, is this done? Iskall is building this stuff, which is nice, but it looks like they maybe still can't get where they need to go. Sarah, please use the toilet if you need it. That is something else we should look towards doing, I think, is maybe setting up another toilet. Although, I think that does cross quite nicely with the med bay. Yeah, because the med bay requires 1 medical bed, a toilet, 1 table, no industrial machinery, and then it can be anywhere between 12 and 96 tiles large. So can we... I was going to say, can we fit one in here? Unfortunately, I don't think we can, because we have to take into consideration that it has to be encased. And so really, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tiles to work with. We might be able to squeeze that in, because let's see here. Under medicine, a med bed is... Oh, a med bed's 3 wide. Yeah, no, I don't think we can, because I think that a toilet is 2 wide. A lavatory, that is. And if the med bed's 3 wide, I think a table is only 1 wide. A mess table. Yeah, and so if we had 1 more tile of space, I think we could get this to work. It might not be a terrible idea for us to get rid of the ladders here, maybe? I'm just thinking, because we need to be able to get down here, right? We need to be able to get down to this ladder. Although, no, once we've got rid of the water, we should be able to go down either side here. So, yeah, we could probably get rid of these ladders eventually, make this into a med bed. That should work out, a med bay even, not a med bed. That should work out just fine. It does look, however, like these guys can't get over here. They are priority 7, and so they should be doing this before they do anything else. Actually, I guess they should be doing this down here, but we've got 3 people idle, so it does mean they definitely can't get to this, which is annoying to say the least. They can get to these ones, but they can't get over here. In that case, then, I think all that means is we're going to have to get rid of the statues. As much as I would like to have them here, we need the tiles to go here and here in order to allow our duplicates to get over to the farming area. I think that's fine. Our duplicates might get a little bit stressed when they go to farm food, but as we mentioned earlier, they don't do the food farming all that often, right? They only go and do it every, like, once every cycle, maybe every few cycles. And so having them go into an area that's maybe not quite as nicely decorated probably shouldn't be too big of an issue, especially when the downside is that we just don't grow the food. So we'll do that. That should be fine. We should start to get, hopefully, a lot more food than we were getting previously. And hopefully someone will start to work on this down here. Although I think what we need to do is actually build ladders like this to allow them to actually reach all of this stuff. Because I think right now they can't actually do that. And these ones here might be a bit of a pain. Although I think, yeah, we're going to have to do a bit of digging here. But I want to get this bottom floor. So I'll cancel these. And I'll cancel these. I want to get this bottom floor done so the water, like, 100% does not flow through into this kind of bottom area here. And then once we've got that, we can start working on building in the walls and kind of letting the water flow out. We're going to fill this bottom area in, like we're going to get rid of this central ladder and use these side ladders to get down to the bottom floor. And so we are going to have to figure that out at some point. But for now, let me get the priority on these up to 7. Get these done ASAP. I like using 7. Actually, we should probably use 6. Maybe. I don't know, because 6 is like storage. I want them to do this before they start sweeping, but I don't want them to do this, for example, before they do research, or before they make food, or before they put stuff, like they do the harvesting over here. And so, I don't know. We'll leave it as it is for now. We can always tweak that in the future. I think for now this is fine. I think having research at an 8, if anything, might be a little bit on the extreme side. We might want to bring everything down by 1 point, but for now, it's fine. Let's go ahead with brute force refinement. And I think things are starting to come around, which is nice. They can't breathe down there, which is to be expected. We do have our coal generator, which does produce carbon dioxide. Other than that, the whole base is nicely oxidized, which is good. Whilst we're waiting here, let's take a quick look at our report for yesterday. We are producing just a little bit more oxygen than we're using. We are kind of on the brink, but we are still producing more, which is good. Power usage is fine. Calorie generation, we produced less than we used, which is not ideal, but I think that was just because we hadn't quite got all these planted yet. Can we sweep? And by the sweep, I mean destroy, but actually sweep these and sweep this. That's not urgent. I'm just wondering if the sweeping is, like, interfering with these not getting planted. Oh, they just don't have... Oh, the copy and paste didn't work. Okay, let me get those set up correctly. There we go. But yeah, you can see now we're getting a bunch of food. And so hopefully today we'll produce a lot more calories than we use. And that will kind of offset the previous days and future days. And yeah, I think things should be fine here. It might not have been a bad idea to kind of offset these a little bit. And what I mean by that is have, like, plant some of these at the start of the cycle and then plant these halfway through the cycle and then plant these at the end of the cycle, just so that we're not harvesting them all at once and we kind of have a slow delivery of mealwood. But I don't think that's necessary. If it becomes an issue, we can always treat it. We do now have a fridge, and so storing food is not necessarily a problem that we're going to have. We do, however, seem to be having a problem with power, which is surprising. This is flashing strained. Let me pause here real quick. We've got 240, 360, 360 plus 120 is 480, 480, 600, 720. Yeah, I could see how this would be a little bit strained. I might... Unfortunately, we don't have enough power coming out of our power wheel, and so I think... How are we doing on coal right now? Consumable ore is up here. We've got 7.3 tons of coal, which sounds like a lot, but I feel like we could run through quite quickly. But I think we are going to, for now at least, gonna have to just throw down another one of these coal generators to get this done. So yeah, I'm gonna put that down like right about there, and then hook that up with power. And just like with our previous generator, we'll go ahead and set that to priority 5, I guess. We should probably bump that up to like priority 6 at the least. Again, just to make sure it gets full up on coal. I can't help but notice that these guys haven't built this here. Can you not get to that? Even with the ladders, you can't like stand here and rebuild this? Or is there just too much other stuff to do? We still have 3 people idle. Nick, why are you idle? Can Nick not build? Nick, he can't do art. I've told him not to cook. Sorry, he can't aid. I've also told him not to do art and not to cook or research. Yeah, I can't understand why he's not building. For now, I will go ahead and tell him to research, just because there are 2 research machines that can be used. Also, you have insufficient water. Oh, that's because we've only got one pitcher pump, and that one pitcher pump is now done. So let me go ahead and enable this building so we can get research back online. Eventually, I will go ahead and get rid of this, but for now, our duplicates have got bigger fish to fry. And actually, for now, our duplicates are going to go sleep. That's fine. That's fine. We're not really in a rush for anything here, I don't think. I can probably cancel these sweep commands. They'll sweep that when they're ready. We do have a bit of an issue here still with our polluted water. Once I've gotten our big body of water taken care of, what I think I'm going to do is get a pump in here and then start to filter this water back into normal water, because you can actually turn the polluted water here into clean water using, I believe, this guy right here, the water sieve. Does use sand as well. The problem is that it doesn't get rid of the germs. Obviously, this here is filled with food poisoning, which is not great. And there's no real easy way right now for us to get rid of the food poisoning in here. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of have a pump that pumps that into the water sieve, turns the polluted water back into normal water, and then for now we'll have that food poisoning infested but non-polluted water in kind of its own body, maybe like over here. Maybe like next to this one on this side. And we could probably use that for quite a few things. You know, we can use it for whatever we've been using this for example, feeding our algae terrariums and research and stuff like that. We just want to make sure that we don't ever use it for making food or anything like that. Also, I can't help but notice we've got food poisoning here. And also we've got so many people idle. Can you guys not? Okay, I'm going to have to, I think, do like this and this and this, as well as this and delete that. I didn't get rid of that. I shouldn't have put that there, actually. That was a mistake. But if we build those, yeah, they're going to hopefully get that done ASAP. And then once they've got that done, again, we can kind of build down from here. I'm hoping that this body of water we're creating is going to have enough space to hold all of our water in it. I think it should. We don't have... I was going to say we don't have that much water. That's a lie. We've got a lot of water, but I think we should still have enough space for it. Hopefully. We're going to find out. Can you guys really not build these? Still? If I make these like a priority 9, can we get them done? These are like... I want these doing ASAP. I want this stuff done yesterday. Is that not doable? We will select some more research. Let's do filtration. I think that's the end. Yeah, that's the end of the second section here. We can then start to move on to this third section. Again, I think we will start with distillation so we can get that water sieve up and running. Again, second toilet, still something I need to do. I need to get like a to-do list going so I don't forget the things that I need to get done. I'm not quite sure why our duplicates can't do this. Are these too high? Like, do I have to... Let me try something. If I get rid of these and I build them just one further down, is it that they can't use their gun? I think they might... Yeah, I think that might be a problem. I think they might have to stand like on top of the ladder in order to be able to get this done. And so I will bump this up. I'm not going to bother bumping up to a 7 because they've all got nothing to do anyway. And so they're going to do this before they do nothing. Let me cancel you, you, and you. And I think this should maybe solve our problem. Food's doing well right now. We're at 30,000 kilocalories, so we're producing way in excess of any amount of food that we need. Actually, though, I do need to bump this up because otherwise they're going to sweep, apparently. So let's do that and that. I just saw, was it Nick? Yeah, Nick was sweeping up over here when he really should be doing science or doing this stuff down here. So hopefully that allows them to complete these priority 9 tiles. Hey, there we go. Okay, this is good. Another day is gone with 32 days. We're almost at 50 days, which is crazy. I would like to get this colony past 100 days if we can. That is a few more episodes. We are getting a bit ahead of ourselves there. Also, is there a bathroom? We've got a latrine. I don't think there's anything that requires a shower in there. Also, someone in the comment section did point out that the statue is just kind of peering down at everybody when they take a shower. A little bit creepy, I will admit, but you know what? It's fine. I don't think our duplicates care too much. That would be a very intricate game mechanic if they got, like, stressed out. Like, if their stress increased while they were just being stared at by this mediocre sculpture. I think this one might be a bit hard to get to now because they don't have a ladder, like, here that they can access. I really think they should be able to do it from there, though, no? I guess not. All right. What's everyone up to? Food is being made, which is good. We can probably bring this down to a 7 now. Probably doesn't need to be an 8 because we're in no rush to get an excessive amount of food. Let's have a look here at reports. Yesterday, yesterday we produced over double the amount of food that we took in. The same for the day before. We produced like quadruple the amount of food that we took in, which is great. Oxygen is still fine. Power usage is fine. Idle time is kind of getting up there a little bit. It's not much, you know. It seems a bit kind of totalitarian to be like, they spent a whole minute and a half not doing anything, you know, how dare they? But, you know, they should be doing stuff all day long. You know, you gotta keep them occupied, otherwise they get bored. So, do we have nowhere to put these mealwood seeds? Do they just have to sit on the floor here? Is that the universe we live in now? I guess it is. And I'm assuming they just can't get this stuff done, no? Oh, they can. They just had other things to do first. All right, that's fine. Food is getting crazy up there. We're almost at 50,000 kilocalories as well, which is mad considering we started at 0. So I think at this point here, it might be easier actually. I'm going to come back to these ladders eventually. We're not going to leave these here. We will get rid of them. But for now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete this, and we'll delete that in a second. And then I'm also going to dig out like this, and then also delete this. I'm hoping that there's enough kind of stability here to not allow the water to leak through, because sometimes if you don't build these tiles in, the weight of the water can be too much for the earth that's already there, and it can end up just kind of breaking through, and then the water will drip through, which is not what I want. I want what they've done just there. And then as soon as James gets out of here, I would like some priority 9 tiles to get built right about there. And then once those are done, no, please don't trap whoever's down there. Iskal, oh, okay, he made it. He made it. Okay, that's fine. And then at this point, let us think about how I want to do this. So water can flow over ladders. That's fine. So yeah, let's just press the right hotkey, Isaac, and then just delete like this and this. And that's going to allow the water to start flooding in. Again, hopefully, I'm fairly certain that this like layer of tile at the bottom here is enough to hold all this. And then we're going to get our dig tool out. Our duplicates are going to get quite stressed here, I think. Just because they don't love what's going on. Also, let's make sure that we do get tiles here. And then we will also get rid of just the buildings. I don't want to get rid of the pipes or the cables underneath there. I just want to get rid of the ladder and then build in some tile above that. Yeah, stress is going to start to rise. Our duplicates are going to get sopping wet. They are spending a lot of their time underwater. Hopefully, nobody gets hypothermia, although that is something we can't guarantee whatsoever, and is almost certainly likely to happen. And so I was really hoping a lot more of this water would kind of flow in here. Let's get that built as well as soon as this is done. I'm not quite sure if they can reach that now, because at a certain point they can't go too far away from the ladders. And so I think we are going to have to do like this and this in order to allow them to get over there. But that's fine. A similar thing over here. We'll move this pump eventually. And yeah, we've definitely got enough space here. Getting this water in might be a bit of a pain, and also getting this water in could also prove difficult. But let's get rid of you. Let's grab some ladders. And whilst our duplicates sleep, let's kind of plan out where those are going to go. Obviously, we're going to have ladders come down on this side as well, but we'll worry about that in the future. For now, I just want to get this up and running effectively. I'm not really bothered if there's a little bit of water here, because like I said, I do want to have kind of like another tank over here that's going to hold all of our non-polluted but germ-infested water. And if we put a little bit of clean water in there, that's not really too big of a deal. In the future, we can also, by the way, get rid of the germs out of water. I believe the way that it is done is using... you have to heat the water up to a really high temperature, and you do that, I think, using one of these researchers. Liquid tepidizer? Yeah, warms large bodies of water. I think if we use the liquid tepidizer to heat up the water to... Oh, no! What the... No! Why? Why would you do this to me, game? What the heck happened there? Was that too much? I need like an instant replay. Was that too much pressure? No, it can't have been. Get me a priority 9 tile here now, please. Iskal, oh, you, please, somebody, anybody. Iskal, the savior we needed. Okay, this is not how I intended this to go. I think what I am going to do is try and fix this. And in doing that, we're going to take away the pump. I'm going to rebuild the pump down here. We're going to get rid of you. We're going to have to dig down here first. That's fine. Actually, before we do anything else, can we get a ladder coming down to here? I want this like priority 9. this ladder, and then I want priority 9 dig commands, because I want to get rid of this, and then also I want the pre-existing tiles here to be priority 9 so that water doesn't start leaking out over here as well. So if we can get these done, that would be great. I've built this massive like vat here for this tiny amount of water because we put so much of it down here in this bottom section. But I'm going to put a pump here, going to get rid of this, and we're going to try and pump the water from down here, which again is going to be, it isn't food poison because we did successfully get rid of all of the food poisoning water before this water leaked through, which is good, which means we can just pump this back up into the first set. Okay, that's fine. This water coming down here also is not too big of a deal. Let's get rid of that. And also let's get rid of that to help with the airflow. Okay. Okay. Let's get plumbing. Let's get a pump. Let's put that pump right about there. We do need to get power down to it. That is fine. I mean, it's not fine because we've got both of our coal generators are submerged in water, which is not at all what we want. So I think I'm going to have to do like a bit of a dig here just to try and get this down to a point where it's not affecting the coal generators. We're going to have to set up like another tank almost, a pseudo tank while we get everything else ready. So I'll dig that out. I don't want to dig that bottom layer out because I don't want to release that hydrogen. The little pocket there probably wouldn't be too big of a deal, but just on the off chance. Can you guys get down there? You can. This is good. You might end up being trapped down there and say I'm going to build a ladder like that. So I think these guys might not be able to get out now. Yeah, they were going to just, if I didn't put the ladder there, they were going to stand there for a while. I still can't get this. This is still like too much, eh? All right, let's do a bit more digging. I keep hitting F, by the way, instead of G when I want to go to dig, which is why I keep bringing up the consumables menu, which is not the menu that I'm after. So hopefully this here is enough space to bring all of this water down. I do need you to dig out that little bit right there. I don't think you can quite reach it, right? I need to put some more ladders in for you. And then hopefully you can get rid of this to allow some more of that water to kind of seep on through. There we go. Okay, that's not still great. And I guess we're going to dig a little bit more here. The algae is fine. We're getting quite a nice amount of algae, which is good. Is it under organic? Yeah, we've got 7.5 tons of algae. We're down to 6 tons of coal. We have used quite a bit of coal in today's episode. But let's get this pump online. Again, I'm not quite sure how we're going to power the thing. Unfortunately, I guess for now we could do this. I guess get rid of this temporarily and then hook this guy up to the hamster wheel is going to be our best course of action. If we do that, and then I'm going to run it through the ladders just from force of habit, and we'll do it like that. And then the plan here is to get a vent, put that vent kind of right about, I guess, I don't want to put it there. I'll put it like really high up. I'm going to put it like right. Yeah, we do also need to make sure that all of our utilities keep working. So I guess I'm going to put it right there. And then we're going to hook that up to the... No, that's not what I want to do. We're going to cancel that. Cancel. Why will you not cancel? Okay, we're going to put a pipe like that. And then we're going to run this down, across, and down. And we're going to make like all of that priority 9. Because it needs doing ASAP. And what that should do is that should allow us to keep all of our systems going. It should allow us to keep using the toilets, keep using the showers, keep everything going, but then slowly but surely get rid of all this water here. I know now that we've dug this out here, it kind of renders this pump useless because now we're going to have to move the pump lower because the pump can't get everything out. The pump should be at the lowest point of the pool, which is a pain, but you know, it's a start, which is all we can really say. They can't get that last little bit of wire done. Do I need to like put a ladder? We need so many ladders as well. I hate it. We need to work on getting rid of this ladders. We need a big cleanup job once all this is done. But let's do like that and that. Get rid of that. We don't need it. Yeah, okay. I think that should work out just fine. I'm hoping that Isaac does not pee in this water. And I'm hoping that once we've got a ladder there, yeah, there we go. Okay, we didn't need these ladders, I guess. Cancel the ladders. Ladders are not necessary. Okay, the pump is pumping. The water is being taken out. Can we mop up what is here? We can. Okay, like give me a priority 9 mop on all that. Get all that mopped up. Get it all out of here. We'll start pumping this water away. That's all good. Let's build a tiled floor here. It's not extremely necessary, but what I'm hoping that would do is push the water up so that it's on the same level as this is, and then we can slowly but surely kind of build another layer of tile above that and have the water kind of flow down into where the pump is so that hopefully we don't have to move it. That's the idea at least. Let's build this up so we don't have the same issue we had before. Probably don't need that one there. We can probably get rid of this one here and then dig out this area as and when it's necessary. We do have all of our duplicates working in a carbon dioxide filled environment, which is not great. Stress, therefore, has risen quite largely. We're at 35% stress, which is not great. We don't have a massage table either, which is probably something we should get to fixing, but for now, we've got bigger problems on our hands, such as these coal generators, which I think now are not actually sending power anywhere. They're not. So let's deconstruct that. Let's connect our power grid back up like so, and then let's do something like that. Okay, things are finally starting to look a little bit better. I mean, they're not. I think the base looks demonstrably worse than it did at the start of the episode, but slowly but surely, I think we are getting somewhere with this whole setup here. Like, I think once we get this tile down, yeah, it's going to push all the water up and therefore push it more towards the pump here, which is what we want. I do want this mopping up, but it's not really something that needs doing ASAP. Insufficient resource water makes sense because this guy can't reach the water that he's supposed to be reaching. Oh, what the heck happened here? Oh, dad. No, priority 9. Someone come and do this right now. This episode could not have gone worse. What the heck? Also, give me some priority 9 build orders. I want a tank splitter right here. Priority 9 deconstruct. Get rid of this. We're gonna warden this off like as soon as we possibly can. Did someone pee? Is that what happened? It must have been, right? Oh, okay. And then also priority 9 on the tile build. So originally, I had planned to have another tank over here for our polluted germy water. I think I'm just going to have our germy water end up over here now. Although, can we not just like mop up? I think we might be able to mop up this. If we make that a priority 9, we might be able to just mop up the polluted water. If we can, then we might be able to save the pool. No, yeah, see, I mean, we'll get rid of the polluted water, but then we'll still use it as our kind of dumping ground for all of the germy water because it's already fully infected with food poisoning. Oh gosh, is this priority 9? Did I say that correctly? I did. Okay, so that's that done. They did manage to get rid of the, I think, polluted water there. Yeah, okay, that's good. That's good. Okay. Okay. So, slowly but surely, this is going to do its job, which is good. Get rid of all these. These ladders are unnecessary at this point. Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. It's not ideal by any stretch of the imagination, but it's fine. Also, I can't help but notice that there is still stuff here. Is it leaking? Oh, someone peed upstairs. I see. I see. Get rid of all this. Priority 9. Get these sweeps done. I see the problem. I don't know why somebody peed upstairs. We probably should have got a second bathroom up and running earlier. But that's why we had that block there. To stop the water getting destroyed. We should get rid of this as well and replace that as soon as we can. We'll turn that back to all. Get rid of you. Okay. I'm not quite sure how long it's going to take, by the way, for this to pump all the water up into here. I think it's probably going to take a little bit of time. Like I said, I'm going to slowly but surely kind of put down another layer of tile here eventually to push the water back from here over towards the pump. But for now, I think this is going to just have to do. Let me get another one of those pitcher pumps. Let's put that for now. And it's O, not R to rotate, Isaac. Although you can't rotate this thing. So I guess let's think about this. I think to avoid another accident, what we're going to have to do is... First of all, build that back because that's supposed to be there. Get rid of you, freeing up that floor right there. And then what we're going to do... I guess, is kind of have something that looks like this. And then this. Yeah, I think that should work out. We'll get rid of that as well. We'll move these cables and pipes eventually to make it look a little bit better. And then we'll put the pitcher pump, for now at least, like right about there. And we'll get rid of the ladders. And I think I'm going to put more ladders. What? Stop! Did I delete the tile? Did I click the tile delete button by accident? Okay, please, please, please. Oh! Oh, you know, look at that. It's lowered it to the point where this is not even useful anymore. I'm so mad. Pipe blocked. Where is the pipe blocked? This episode's going to be a long one, by the way. I want this stuff resolved. I do not want to end the episode with me just like, giving up on this base that has somewhat fallen apart over the course of this episode. So that's working out just fine. It might not be a terrible idea to put another pump down here, to be fair. It might be a bit excessive, if nothing else. But at the same time, I want this done faster. And I think we got the power for it, right? We're producing... we put down an extra coal generator earlier this episode. And so I think that this is very much so doable. And I want to get this water kind of just done and out of the way as quickly as we can. I want it back where it needs to be. Somehow we've managed to do this without infecting the water, which I am very grateful for. I still do want to do the same thing over here with this water. I want to get this water into the clean pool, if at all possible. But I think now things are starting to look good. Let me put a tile right about here, and then let's deconstruct just the ladder, so just the building here, because this is another entrance for contaminated water right now. I don't want this to be an entrance for contaminated water whatsoever. And so we'll get rid of that. We'll put another tile there, and then hopefully things are going to start looking up. That's the plan, at least. I think they can get down here. They should be able to build this, yeah, just fine. Let's get another tile down right there. We don't need all these ladders, but we'll leave them there for now. They're not hurting anybody. And apparently, whenever I delete ladders, things just break on me. Which is mad. I'm not quite sure if this is, like, I don't know if it tells us the limit of how much this can pump out water-wise. Because looking at our... Which one's the water overlay? If we look at the liquid overlay, I think these might be full. And so what we might have to do is just put, like, another vent down. Like here, maybe. Again, these are kind of all temporary. We'll do that as well so they can get down there. These are all temporary, and they will be removed eventually. But for now, if we do like that, that should hopefully allow the water to flow through faster. Like you can see here, the water is stopping, which is not what I want. I want both pumps working constantly to make sure the water is constantly flowing and it's moving as fast as possible. Oh, okay. Okay. We've unlocked new stuff. Research is not being done right now, but that's fine. Oh, no. No. Oh, no. Oh, what have I done? Oh, okay. Pause the game. Oh, our sewage outflow pipe is overflowing to the point where we are now... We've infected the whole body of water. Okay. So, cancel all this. Priority 9, delete on this here. Before the infected water gets to where our real water is, please, gosh, somebody get rid of this. Please, anybody. Somebody, please. Oh, you can't get there. Okay, I see the problem. Priority 9, please, somebody. Delete this. Also, I guess what we... It's coming. I don't like that it's on its way. Let's have a look. Delete tool. I want to get rid... You know what? Priority 9, just delete. Hold on. Delete. Priority 9. Anything that's in, like, this block here. I can see that. Please. Oh, okay. I think... There's a little bit of food poisoning in there, but I think... that over time, the food poisoning does kind of slowly die off. And so you can see here the germs are in this tile, but they are disappearing. I think the same thing is going to happen everywhere else. Also, this pipe was being used for food and all that, so the fact that that's gone is good. Oh, okay. Okay. How do I want to resolve this? In good news, food is fine. Immune systems are still at 100%, so no one is being affected by food poisoning. I think what we are going to have to do here is... Take it slow. Let's not make any silly mistakes. Let's put a pump down over here. This is going to allow us to start slowly pumping this water from here. I would like to say into here, but I think for now I'm just going to set it up so that we can use... You know what? No, yeah, we're going to pump this water from here out, around, and we're going to use it for the whole system. So we're going to use it to pump water, you know, to our shower and to our toilet and all that kind of stuff. This for now can overflow till its heart's content. We'll deal with that in a second. That is going to mean that polluted water maybe ends up in here, although for now it looks like just normal water is ending up in here. You know what? Can we temporarily, like, just encase that to make sure that that's not going to solve the problem by any stretch, because it means it's just going to fill up even further when we can't actually get any of our duplicates in there. But if we could just get that there temporarily, maybe get rid of this guy and this guy to make some space. What the heck, Isaac? The toilet doesn't have a pipe. Oh, okay, that's fine. That's fine. Isaac has peed on the floor, but at least it's in an area where it's not... Excuse... Ignore me. Ignore me. All of our... I could not have played this worse. Almost every single body of water we have is polluted. Like, every single one has got... is food poisoned, apart from this one that we have over here. Like, every other one, the germs are spreading, everyone's asleep. Okay. Okay. In that case, then, what I'm going to do... This one is, like, sealed, almost, thankfully. This one is our one last protected source of uninfested water. And so I'm just going to create a big vat of water that is already ruined, right? Someone made a mess again. This is to be expected. Can we get like a priority 9 build on... one of the problems is we should probably stop using priority 9 for everything. But we could get like a priority 9 build on this. Can we get power to this thing? ASAP, please. Like that. Make sure this is done and is ready to go. I don't want a cable there. Okay. Yeah, I think what we're going to do is we're just going to have... we're going to have to move our coal generators, I think, but we're just going to create a new level here, like a normal level, and then just have all the water down lower. Let's do a quick mop, because the last thing we don't want polluted water. Germy water is kind of fine, I guess, for now. Polluted water, not so much. People are making messes left, right, and center because they still don't have, the ability to go to the toilet because the stuff is not being built. Can I get... What is this not... What is it missing? Power? Is it missing power because the power is not online? Why? Oh, there's no coal in here, I guess, because they can't get down there. That makes a lot more sense. Okay, delete these again, please. Priority 9, we need people over there. And could someone go put coal in these generators? Thank you. Okay, and can we mop this? No. I think that might have also been our problem, because right now, the only pitcher pump we have, especially for... Ooh, I don't know, actually. This is not germy, is it? No, there's no germs in here. I'm going to turn this off temporarily. Just because I don't want any water being put in here whatsoever. And so coal is online. The toilet hopefully is up and running again. Question mark. No, people are just making messes all over the place. Why is that? Oh, I see why. So let me delete this and like all of this. And then let's connect that pipe up like so. Okay, this can be saved. This can be saved. I have faith. Oh gosh. I have some small semblance of faith that this can be salvaged. So mop 9. Please start mopping everything up. Like just mop until your heart's content, please. Please, just mop it all. Especially the polluted water. Could we get that mopped faster? Okay, that's been mopped. This is good. That's been mopped. The polluted water has nowhere to go right now, so we might start getting a little bit of polluted oxygen. Which is not great, but it's not our biggest problem right now. Okay, ladders being built. This is good. Water is finally being pumped, I would hope. Yes, water is going where it needs to go. That does mean we are getting more polluted water in here, and that's going to fill up even faster than ever before, which is not great. Can we not get these done? What priority are these? 5? These are actually 8s. I want that done ASAP. Gosh dang it. The good news is we can still use a lot of this water for a lot of stuff. We can still use the water for like our algae terrariums and all the stuff we mentioned before. We can still use the water for like science and whatnot. It just, we can't use it really to make food unless we want our people to start getting food poisoning, which we don't. You know, that's ideal. There is a little bit of food poisoning there. It does say 0 surface germs. The water has a tiny bit of food poisoning in it. I'm not worried about that at all. What I am worried about is getting this set up correctly. So what we are going to do is, first things first, I'm going to put another coal generator right about there. I'm then going to go ahead and issue a delete command for these two. Get them out of here. We're going to replace this with just a big old box of water. So we're going to have the same box of water that I envisioned at the start of today's episode, but it's going to be down here at the bottom. Somehow, stress has lowered over the course of this episode. At least from the height of, I think it was 35. My stress certainly has not lowered since the start of this episode. Quite the opposite. Let's see here. This cable is underpowered. That's to be expected. Let's just do that. Get rid of that. And that should be fine. Everything there should come back online. We don't need any of these cables. We can get rid of those. That's fine. We probably don't need the pumps down here anymore either. Okay, this is not terrible. I would also like to get rid of like all of these, and then preferably start building some tiles like here. So let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're gonna have like a room here. I'm not gonna build it just yet. But we're gonna have like another layer for a room here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we've set it up right. So this will be the roof of this water vat that we've created. Oh, so unfortunately, we're not going to be able to get rid of this bit of water anytime soon. It's not receiving power. Can we get like can we get this built? There we go. Make that like a priority 7. We need it for power. Food's good. We're closing in on 100,000 kilocalories, which is nice. You know, look on the bright side and all that. We can't get over to there. That's fine. Let's deconstruct this gosh darn algae terrarium. It's not needed. And also can probably deconstruct these as well. And get rid of these pumps. Like, as much as I said we might need them at some point, just they take up space. And so we'll get rid of those. Might as well poke some holes in the roof now, right? Let the water flow through. Yeah, there we go. Bring us the water down. Hopefully our duplicates are going to be able to breathe soon enough. And then we'll do that and that. Get some ladders going down so we can fill this in. Put in a tile. I'm not going to put in a tile there just yet because I kind of want this... yeah, let's put the tiles in. Let's do that. Let's do this and that and then that. We're gonna have a bit of water here, but that's fine. We can deal with that. Yeah, this is getting very full, but I think that's fine. I think that is very much so fine. We're of course gonna dig that out. A little bit of hydrogen. Gases can't move through water, which is nice, so that's not going to be a problem. Food is decayed. That's not great. I think our fridge is probably full. Yeah, we can probably put another one of those down. Again, not something I'm worrying about right now. Food, we're fine on it. Doesn't matter if the food decays. It just means they've got to get rid of it, which is not a problem. Don't really need you working on the compost, James. Would prefer it if we could get, like, the work down here finished. Like, that would be great. I'm making all these priority 5s again. Let's get this done. And then... yeah, this is fine. This is fine. So we're going to get all this done. And then somewhere on one of these floors, I'll put down the, is it the refinement? Did we do the research for... distillation? No, we didn't. Okay, we'll select that as well. Okay. Okay. Things are going fine. Let's hit play. Let's let the night roll over here. We're gonna get this done. We're gonna get this fixed. Everything, it's gonna look somewhat decent. Okay, so this is encased now, which is good. The water shouldn't be going anywhere. If anything, it might fill up these little pockets here, but I'm not bothered about those for now. We can deal with those a little later on. Let's deconstruct this. Yeah, this is still priority 7, but I think people are doing other jobs right now. Power's being done, which is fine. Science is being done, which is fine. I want this stuff down here. Then I also want to mop all of this. And then we should probably also put in a bottle emptier over here. So I think what we're going to do, we're going to delete this, and we're going to continue kind of having the ladders down the center. I did say earlier that I didn't want to do this. Like, I didn't want to have these ladders here, but I think they're going to be necessary to access this body of water. And so we'll get rid of these. Let's try and clear up at least a little bit of what's here. Get rid of those. Get rid of this. I don't think we've got any polluted water down here. It is all germ-infested, which is unfortunate, but it's not polluted, which is good. Insufficient resources. We don't have any coal. We've got coal. Generator idle. Can we make this a priority 7 as well? Can I get... Actually, you know what? 8. Can I get this... can I get some resources so that James can get off the wheel, preferably? That would be great. How is oxygen doing? Oxygen, kind of fine. We might have to put some more airflow tiles in kind of around here to get the carbon dioxide down here. The carbon dioxide is very dense, actually. Like, you'll notice up here, actually the whole area is quite dense, actually. Food is decayed, that's fine. Like over here, you can see we've got 800, and we've got like a decreasing amount of carbon dioxide over here, 750 grams. Over here, it's like 1700, so it is quite dense with carbon dioxide. This is not a good place to have our coal generator. I kind of want to contain this within a room that, so it's not just emitting carbon dioxide into the areas where our people are working. That's not at all what I want. Can I also get a tile here, please? Again, we did get some water down there, but that's fine. But now I'm going to seal this off on this side. Stuff needs sweeping, but that's okay. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Things are slowly but surely getting somewhere. Now, just even though this water is already full of food poisoning, we would still like to preferably not pee in it, right? Like, if a duplicate messes up, which they will do because they always seem to do it because we've always got something wrong. If a duplicate does end up messing up, we don't want them peeing and the pee getting into here. And so we are going to kind of, for the most part, cover this up and make sure that if our duplicates, actually, we should probably do that one further down now that I think about it. So cancel, 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 cancel. Let's do this. Yeah, we are gonna have to get rid of that. We are gonna have to like move some of these in a second here, but that's fine. Stop pressing F, Isaac. Get rid of all this, and then eventually we'll get rid of all these ladders as well. Of course, the idea being that 1, 2, 3, 4. We do like this. Delete you. Make sure that's only deleting buildings, not actually deleting like the pipe underneath it, even though the pipe underneath it is no longer necessary. And then you'll go there. We can get rid of you, and pretty much all of this over here can go. They got a lot of work to do. There's a lot of stuff to be done, but for the most part, this is recoverable. This is recoverable. Once we get the research for heating up the water, that should be fine. I think slowly but surely, over the course of a while, the germs here should disappear. You can see right there, we've got 57,148, 49, 50. I say disappear. They were going up there. Now it's going down, 32, 31. It kind of goes up a little bit and then down quite fast. And so it does look like over the course of the next 100 billion years, this will actually, eventually, like, decontaminate itself. The food poisoning germs will die. We'll probably get the research before then to stop it happening. But there we go. Someone's already... Oh, why? 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 Empty pipe. Why is the pipe empty? Which pipe is empty? The outflow pipe? Because the inflow pipe shouldn't be. Oh, it is. It so very is. This is, this went bad quickly, didn't it? Things went very bad, very quick. Let's get the mop out. Hopefully we can, again, mop these up before they become an issue. I will also priority 9 like this, if we can get that done, and I'll just keep that little bit of polluted water down there, hidden away. Make those priority 9s as well. Can you get there? Also, I think we need another ladder. Oh, no, you can get there. Nice. Okay. Oh. All right. Also, mop this up, please. There we go. I don't think they can delete these ladders, annoyingly enough, so we'll do that to hopefully allow them to get to the point where they can delete ladders. And then we do still have to think about how we're going to stop. No, yeah, I think this is fine. What we're going to do, we're going to delete this and this. We're going to fill in this bottom floor here like that. And the only way that they can get in is walking through here. So if someone does pee, the worst it can do is get into this water. It should never get over into this water, which is good. And just to be on the safe side, first of all, I hate where our ladders are, so I'm going to delete some of these. I'm going to move those to be a bit more symmetrical, so I'll have one there. And then is there a center to this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There isn't. There's like a double center here, and so we're going to have a double ladder there, even though I don't know if it's strictly necessary. Not too bothered still about food decaying. Food is more than fine for the time being. And then we do need to put down a, whatchamacallit? A thingamajig. A bottle emptier, for one. We need to make sure that it's only set to, actually, no, we're not going to put a bottle emptier here. We're going to put down a pitcher pump so we can use the water for things. Also, can we delete this, please? And then I'll put the pitcher pump, for now, I think, like right there. Okay. Things are starting to look up. I know I keep saying it. I'm hoping I can convince myself if we say it enough here. And then we will have that going across there. We can get rid of these ladders actually as well now. These are unnecessary, all of them. We'll just have the 2 ladders going like we had before. We can also get rid of this wall here, not the top one. That's the problem I've made a few times today, is going one too far with the delete tool, and that's caused all the water to just flow out all over the place, which is not at all what we wanted. We can also delete all of these. Where's the water overlay? I want to get rid of like all the pipes that are unnecessary. So just get rid of all this. We don't need it. All those. All that's fine. Are you trapped down here? Water's flowing again. Where is this water flowing from? Is it overflowing? Where is... What? Where did this water appear from? I'm going to mop up a little bit of it, because a little bit of it looks like it's polluted water. I'm not quite sure where all that's come from, though. You guys can't get out? You trapped? Somehow? Can we get like a pitcher pump here? Is that big enough? Oh, of course it's not. We'll do that. Hopefully that will allow them to escape. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Okay. Let's do that. Delete you two. Delete all this. Put down another tile right about there. Bring that ladder up a bit more like that. Mop up whatever's like seeping over the top. And this should be fine. Does it look good? No, not at all. It looks horrible. Actually horrible. But it works. And we've got more, we managed to acquire more space in the process as well. Like down here, this extra level can hopefully get put to some good use. I don't think these power cables are actually going anywhere. They're not. And so again, just as part of like the cleanup team, I'm going to kind of get rid of all this, trying to make things look good. Cancel that one though. That one needs to be there. Get rid of you. Okay, so I think that's all looking pretty clean now. Food is still decaying, and we're going to keep getting notifications about that, but that's fine. I might even make this bottom floor, actually, into our bedroom. I mean, we do have an awful lot of carbon dioxide. And so making this into a medicine room maybe isn't the best idea. What I think I will do, though, is I will... Okay, what I think I'm going to do... Get rid of the ladders. I know I'm deleting a lot of stuff that I've just put down. But I want to get the base looking decent. Also, one thing I did notice a second ago is that we are full on storage compactors. And so something we do need to do is temporarily at least like that. Just so we can start putting things away again. But I think I'm going to put my coal generators in here. And I think I might even go ahead and use insulated tiles. Where are insulated tiles? They're here under temperature modulation. So what I want to do here is I want to create an airlock here. I want to keep my coal generators inside of this room. I want to make sure that all the carbon dioxide that's produced by those coal generators, if possible, stays within that room. And then also I would like to try and keep the heat down, because this thing pumps out heat like it is nobody's business. You can see already a little like orange pocket. So it's going to heat up the whole area here, which is not at all what I would like. So we can have like a little hot box here just above our water. And I think that should work out just fine. Okay, where is everyone doing stuff? Yeah, no one's idle. We've got a lot of unrefrigerated food. We do still have pee everywhere, which is not great. Food's decaying. Cycle 42. Well, we got a lot closer to cycle 50 than I wanted to in today's episode. I was not at all planning to get this close to cycle 50 today, but we managed it. Should probably have made this tank a bit deeper. Now that I think about it, Nick died. Nick just died. What? Holy heck. Suffocation. Wow. Excuse me? I'm so bad at this game. What happened? Somebody else is dead. Iskal died. Where's Iskal? Did he die down here? Is he next to Nick? Oh gosh. Okay. Let's enable the printing pod, I guess. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Okay. This went downhill real quick, didn't it? So the printing pod is going to give us a new duplicate in 3 cycles. It's a shame, really, because our duplicates do they get better at things over time, and so it would have been nice to keep, obviously, the duplicates that we've worked on. But we'll get 2 of those back up. We'll delete this one once these ones are built. There's a lot of stuff to do now for just 3 duplicates. I don't think the power wheel needs to be such a high priority for now. I'll bump that down to a 5. Research is something I would like to get done ASAP, but it's not like drastically needed. Oh yeah, I guess half of our stuff just isn't connected, right? Yeah. That's a problem. Oh, this is not connected to anything. That's a big problem. Can we get that prioritized to like a 9? So the power can start to flow through the base again? Yeah, okay. I was wondering why things weren't getting done. I'm saddened by this. I was trying to keep everybody alive, obviously. But no, I didn't. I was wondering why things were taking so long to get done. You know, I was about to start shouting at Nick, where you at, my friend? Why are you not building stuff? And then it suddenly became apparent as to why. Let's also prioritize these a little higher to get those done. We can probably cancel these because I intend to replace them with those insulated tiles in the future. Yeah, I want that. Can I get that mop at like a priority 9? Having pee in the kitchen is not really the best, even on a bad day like today. We've still got to take care of this. I keep saying it, and we've even had it come back to bite us. Also, there's a little bit of hydrogen in there, which is not... How have we managed to get so much hydrogen? We did pierce this a little bit, but I didn't think it would have risen quite so quickly. Again, it's not a problem, really, I don't think. I think it's fine for the most part. Food is decayed, that's okay. Okay, the pee has been swept up. This is good. Oxygen is becoming a bit of an issue, actually. The good news is that now that we have less duplicates, we should start to produce way more oxygen than we need, at least temporarily. Why are you... Oh, it's a little polluted water bit that's producing polluted oxygen. We don't have anywhere to put our polluted water either right now, which is a bit of an issue. But these are getting built. This is good. I don't know why they stopped on this one, or why James stopped on that one temporarily. But that's fine. How is research going? Research is getting there, slowly but surely. Do you retain research? You do. Okay, so I can come back and do distillation again in just a second here. We probably want to put, for now at least, a couple of algae terrariums down here. As I mentioned before, I don't think that these are particularly algae efficient, but they do somewhat reduce the carbon dioxide in the air, even if it's not much. I think it's like a ridiculously small amount, actually. Yeah, you can see it produces 40 grams of oxygen and then only takes in 333 milligrams, so a third of a gram of carbon dioxide. So it's really slow at taking in that carbon dioxide. But I think having these is not going to hurt us at all. For now, at least. It might hurt us in the long run with algae production, but for now we should be fine. Let's hook these up to... Let's not do that, shall we? Cancel. Let's try that again. Let's do... that and that. Okay, so that is ready to go. People are sleeping. New duplicate is coming in 2 cycles. Food is still decaying. I will get another fridge on the go, even though power is still a bit of a sore spot, I think, just to stop that beeping away. A lot of food is decaying. But again, we're still fine for the time being. Insufficient resources water. Okay, these are getting stuff done. Again, they're using the polluted water, which is fine. It's not polluted. It's germ-infested. But that's fine. They're producing oxygen. Again, I'm kind of hoping we can seal this. You know what? We can seal it without the insulated tiles. We can just replace these with insulated tiles in the future. Let's do that. Manual airlock. And that's just going to keep all of the carbon dioxide in there. It is going to create a bit of a problem in that the oxygen's not going to get out that I've just put down there. I guess what we could do here... I'm not quite sure how much gas you can have in an area, because you can see this is getting very full very quick. I think we do have gas pumps. Yes, we could make a gas pump and then use a gas filter to get the oxygen out of here and have it still slowly, like, whittle away at the carbon dioxide. But, oh, I know I've just built these and I'm doing a terrible job here, but I think we're just going to get rid of them and put them back up here. Just because... it's going to allow me to just seal off this room effectively and not have to worry about putting on another pump, using more power, and fiddling around with all of that, at least not just yet. We really need more duplicates. We've slowed down so much now that we're down to 2. You know, we don't need to be making food, I guess, which is fine. They're finally getting around to making new containers, which is good. Let's copy our settings here and just paste those to all of those so we can finally start to sweep for the first time, I think, in today's episode. Food is decayed. That's fine. This is not powered. I'm just guessing it hasn't been connected up. Let's make that a priority 7 as well. Like so. Is just the cable not there? Oh no, the cable is there. It's just there's no... these are not done. Can we make these a priority 7 as well? Get these cables built. I want all my stuff back online. ASAP, please. That would be grand. There we go. That's getting done. We are... I think we're out of coal. Oh, gosh. Okay. In that case, then, where did we see some... there's some coal down here. I would like to get some more nearby coal. There's some coal there as well, which might be our best bet here. Yeah, there's a little bit of coal up here as well. I guess for now we can grab this stuff. I think that's going to make more sense than trying to grab the other coal. So let's do that. Yeah, okay, that should be fine. Stress is getting very high. Why are people stressed? Let me figure this out real quick. They're in mourning. Yeah, that's acceptable. What's the idea here? Do I... like, we can make gravestones, correct? Ice block, station, medicine... yeah, a tasteful memorial provides a resting place for deceased duplicates. Living duplicates will automatically place an unburied corpse inside. Okay. In loving memory of Nick and Iskal, where are we going to put these guys? Let's put them here. We'll have just 2 graves centered in the building. And hopefully they'll get placed there. And they can forever be part of the base. Yeah, we just don't have power, do we? We need to get the coal. This needs to be like a priority... priority 9, my friends, because this is, that's a 9. Does that work? Yeah, that worked. Okay, if we get that coal, that would be great. Are you sick? Did I just see sick? Grimy, hungry, morning. Grimy, sopping wet, and morning. And then I'm not quite sure where our 3rd duplicate is, but that's fine. Yeah, they're all suffering from pretty much the same stuff. We need to get the coal into here. Once we got the coal in here, get these terrariums up and running. Once we got the terrariums and the coal up and running, the fridge should start getting power, and so we should stop seeing the food has decayed little notification over and over and over again. Once that's done, you know, airlock. And then after that, we can start worrying fleeing. Oh, that's fine. We don't want to attack this guy. I want to keep him. And then once that's done, we can start looking into stress, because stress is very high right now. And that is not good. I think stress will kind of slowly take care of itself. Once we get the graves up and running, I think stress will go down from morning. They're having showers, and so I think stress is going to go down there from that, so that should be fine. Yeah, I think we're going to be okay. I think we are going to be just fine. People are using the toilet again, which is good. We should still get a second toilet. Again, I might replace this floor here, or at least part of this floor, with a med bay in the next episode. because we're not going to keep these algae terrariums forever. Oxygen is for the most part fine. In the areas where our duplicates spend a lot of their time, the oxygen is still rich. There is, of course, a lot of carbon dioxide. Now we might have to look into skimming some of that carbon dioxide. There is a carbon dioxide skimmer that we can get. I don't know if you could put a space heater underwater. I'm assuming not, although it would be kind of cool to try and use that to get rid of some of this food poisoning that we've got further down here. So they're just digging all that stuff up. That's fine. We can get this coal eventually. Let me quickly do a bit of prioritizing here. I want to get these gravestones done before we end the episode. I want to get this done, and this done, so we can start storing all the stuff in there. And then also we can get these terrariums built as well. That would be fantastic. These things take forever to build. That's crazy. Low oxygen. Really? Wow, oxygen generation is low. Why is that? It's waiting. Do we not have any algae? We've got 5.6 tons of algae. I'm guessing we just don't have anybody actively delivering it up here. I think that's probably a problem that we're having. Storage not assigned, of course. Let me copy and paste the settings there. So hopefully things start getting put in the fridge. Algae starts getting put in the algae deoxidizer. Can we make these like a priority 7 as well? Temporarily, I want that getting done as soon as possible. And I want to know where Iskal is. I think he might be behind Nick. I think they might have both suffocated down there. Is the thing. Let's pump those up. Oxygen is being produced again, which is good. So hopefully we might see some of this carbon dioxide getting pushed down slowly but surely. That would be good. Yeah. Oh, there's James. James. Oh no, James is carrying Nick. I see. And I didn't see where Iskal was, but rip Iskal and rip Nick. Those two are both now engraved. It's a good thing we did move them as well, because I think they do start to like pollute the water. They start to decay after a while, which is, of course, not at all what we want. All right. Oxygen production is on the rise, which is good. We can delete this now. You are not necessary. Let's make like a priority 8 deletion. Get rid of this coal generator. All right. Things are definitely not great. This episode could have gone significantly better than it did. But for the most part, we won't say that to all. But for the most part, it's all right. You know, we've got water, which is good. Sanity is going down, if slowly. Immune systems are 100%. We're fine on food for the foreseeable future. We're hopefully going to keep our carbon dioxide in here. Eventually, we will insulate this once we get those insulated tiles, which we do now have. And so we can actually start to do this like so. And then following that, we did lose 2 duplicates, but we can get another one here. So Iskal was creative, and I can't quite remember what Nick... Oh, we've still got Nick. Oh, no, we haven't. We had him temporarily there. But let's see here. Let's have a look at our current duplicates. Our current duplicates... Isaac, James, and Sarah. So we've got someone for power. We could do with somebody again for art. That could be useful. And then other than that, really just somebody good who doesn't have bad traits would be nice. So unfortunately, no one here with creativity. We do have tinkering, which I guess is good. Narcoleptic, the duplicate, can and will fall asleep at any time. Not too bad, especially with the grease monkey and the early bird. This guy might not be a bad guy here to have. Tinkering speed. Medicine is not terrible either. Immunity is probably necessary in our colony. Construction and strength might not be too bad, although non-constructive is just not something we can go for. Gastrophobia means you can't cook. That's not too big of a deal. Amphibious is pretty big. The duplicate moves as quickly underwater as they do on land. That's really big, actually. Ooh, so it's a toss-up between these two. This guy's a binge eater. Not really too big of a problem. We've got a lot of food for them to binge on. He does have a high decor expectation, but we've kind of got high decor. I like Amphibious, but I think Early Bird and Grease Monkey are just too good to give up. And so this is going to be Nick 2.0. There we go. And then we'll go ahead and we'll print you. All right. Nick lives again. And we'll hopefully start helping out around the base, getting things done. Are we out of coal again? Oh, no, we've got a good amount of coal now. We just need to get it sent down there, right? Those are both priority 7, so those should get done eventually. Right now, everyone's going to be sweeping because the... actually, no, these new storage drawers aren't priority... Oh, no, they are. The new storage drawers are also priority 6. So everyone right now is going to be sweeping, cleaning, making sure everything is nice and tidy. The base is looking more organized, I feel, than it did before. You know, we've still got this, like, line going down the middle here. We've still got, like, we don't have the 2 big pools of water that we had before, although... You know, the water is definitely in a worse state now than it was previously. Get rid of all those. And then start building these insulated tiles. Do we have that much sandstone? Yeah, of course we do. We got a bunch of sandstone. 72 tons of the stuff. We should be fine. All right, guys, with that, I'm going to go ahead and end today's episode of Oxygen Not Included there. It's been a ridiculously long one because things went very bad, and then I think we kind of pulled it back a little bit at the end there. Everything, for the most part, is looking good. We can still progress forward and continue on. The colony is not doomed, at least not just yet. We can get at least to cycle 50, and I'm still hoping we can get to cycle 100. But, as always, guys, if you did enjoy the video, be sure to hit like. It really does help out a lot. Leave a comment down below, subscribe if you are new here, and I will see you guys next time.